I dreamed that I set out on a journey across a great desert, a vast ocean of sand, scorching days, freezing nights. I knew not that I was dreaming. Such was the power of this vision. Scattered across this dead and dry wasteland lay places of impossible beauty that made me forget the punishing sun and endless horizon that stretched before me. Oases filled with life, with color, shade to rest, cool water to drink. Though beauty walked beside me, darkness walked behind. I soon beheld sights that chilled the soul, travelers fallen by the wayside, eyes turned upward, frozen in their final question. Others, naught remained but sun-bleached bone and tattered cloth, their names surrendered to the wind. It was then I perceived him, a man, shadowed and silent, keeping unbroken pace. When I marched, he marched. When I lay down to sleep, he drew nearer. There was something of recognition in him, yet I knew him not. His presence set my spirit trembling, as if the very air whispered that he carried ill intent. The oases I once cherished grew tarnished by unease. I feared that he was the cause of the deaths I passed. Each dawn I woke to find him closer still, until one morning he stood above me, breath hot upon my cheek, eyes red with ancient fury, with wounds deeper than flesh. Terror seized me. I sprang to flee, yet he dragged me down. We wrestled upon the sand, locked in a struggle that cared nothing for time. Blow for blow, breath for breath, life clawing against its own extinction. I knew then the fate of the fallen. This stranger had slain them. Their journey ended beneath his merciless grasp. Through countless nights we battled under a pitiless moon. Oft I tore myself free, believing I had won my escape. Yet always he returned. Always he caught me. At last he came behind me, arms like iron bands about my throat. Strength faded, light dimmed. My knees sank into the cruel sand, and I felt the cold invitation of oblivion. I could not break free. Perhaps it was better to surrender. Perhaps I was destined to become another forgotten remnant of bone beneath the scorching sky. I ceased struggling. I closed my eyes and waited for death's embrace. The stranger's heartbeat thundered against my back, wild and furious, and slowed, slower still, until his grip fell away and I collapsed upon the earth, gasping as though my first breath had just been given. I turned and beheld him anew, no longer a monster born of shadow, but a suffering man, scarred by battles too many to recount, eyes weary beyond counting, pleading for a rest he had never known. In that moment I understood. He had never wished to kill. He merely knew no other way to survive. My hand reached toward him, not to strike, not to defend, to offer grace. He took it. We rose together beneath the witness of the stars. Two forces no longer in conflict, but bound in a fragile peace. When dawn returned, he was nowhere to be seen. I searched with anxious heart, fearing an old terror had risen again. At a nearby pool, I knelt to wash away the dust of battle. The water stilled, and there he was, gazing back. My own reflection. The stranger who stalked me through fire and night was no other. He was the part of me I refused to carry, the part that bore every wound I denied, one soul, divided by fear. Many wander this desert and never uncover the truth. They fight themselves until breath fails and bones surrender to dust. Their story ends beneath the same sun that once warmed them at birth. Fortune favored me with a single revelation. I need not slay the man within, only walk beside him. So I travel on, wounded, yet whole. Wherever another traveler stumbles in the wasteland of their own heart, I will know the look in their eyes. I will remember the battle, the fear, the ending I escaped only by grace. If I reach the far edge of this desert, if grass should greet my weary feet, may my footprints serve not as a warning, but a promise. The journey changes when the stranger no longer walks behind us, and instead walks beside us.